In 1959, a group of experienced hikers set out on a journey through the frozen mountains of Russia. They were skilled, prepared, and they never came back. Their tent was found, ripped open from the inside, their bodies scattered across the snow, some without shoes, some with injuries that didn't make sense, and one question that still hasn't been answered. What happened at the Dyatlov Pass incident? Welcome back to the channel. If you're into real unsolved mysteries, chilling true events, and cases that still confuse investigators to this day, you're in the right place. Today, we're heading deep into the Ural Mountains to uncover one of the most disturbing and mysterious incidents ever recorded. A case filled with strange evidence, unexplained injuries, and a night that no one survived. In January 1959, a group of 9 experienced hikers set out on a skiing expedition across the northern Ural Mountains. The group was led by Igor Dyatlov, a skilled and respected student. These weren't amateurs, they were trained, prepared for extreme conditions. Their goal was to reach a remote mountain known as Kolatsyakal, a name that translates to Mountain of the Dead. At the time, it was just a name, but soon it would mean something else entirely. On February 1st, the group set up camp on the slopes of the mountain. The weather was harsh, snowstorms, freezing winds, but nothing they couldn't handle. That night, something happened. Something so sudden, so terrifying, that it caused all 9 hikers to cut their way out of their tent from the inside. They didn't use the entrance, they escaped through the fabric. And then, they ran. Barefoot, underdressed, straight into the freezing darkness. When the group failed to return, search teams were sent out. What they found didn't make sense. The tent was still standing, but slashed open, all belongings left behind. Shoes, clothes, supplies, everything. Footprints led away from the tent, into the snow, calm, not chaotic, as if the group had walked, not run. The first bodies were found near a forest, under a tree, barely clothed. Signs that they had tried to start a fire, but it wasn't enough. As more bodies were discovered, the mystery deepened. Some hikers had injuries that were difficult to explain. One had a fractured skull, another had severe chest trauma, so intense it was compared to the force of a car crash. But here's the unsettling part. There were no external wounds, no signs of impact, just internal damage, as if something powerful had acted on them without leaving a trace. And then, one of the most disturbing details. One victim was found without a tongue. The deeper investigators looked, the stranger it became. Some clothing showed traces of radiation. Witnesses in the area reported seeing strange orange lights in the sky around the time of the incident. The location itself, remote, silent, cut off from the world. And the official conclusion? That the hikers died due to a compelling natural force. But what that force was never fully explained. The Dyatlov Pass incident remains one of the most debated mysteries in history. Books, documentaries, investigations, all trying to answer the same question. What happened that night? Because whatever it was powerful enough to send 9 experienced hikers into the freezing wilderness and leave behind a mystery that still hasn't been solved. If you've made it this far, I want to hear from you. What do you think really happened at Dyatlov Pass? Drop your theory in the comments below. And if you want more real mysteries like this, hit subscribe and turn on notifications. Because some stories don't have answers. The mountain still stands, cold, silent, unchanged. But for those who know the story, it's not just a place. It's a question, one that's been waiting since 1959. And maybe, somewhere in that frozen silence, the answer is still there.